For decades, Saudi Arabia's foreign policy revolved around a single powerful ally, the United States. This relationship was built on a simple but profound exchange: oil for security. The kingdom supplied vast amounts of energy to fuel the American economy, while the U.S. provided military protection and political backing, shaping the region's balance of power for generations. The Oil for Security Pact defined not just Saudi Arabia's external alliances, but also its internal development and global image. For years, this arrangement seemed unshakable, anchoring the kingdom firmly in the Western camp. But today, the kingdom is making a calculated pivot, reaching out to China for a comprehensive strategic partnership. This is more than a diplomatic gesture. It's a bold reimagining of Saudi Arabia's place in the world. This shift is not just about diversifying friends. It's a core part of Saudi Arabia's ambitious plan to reinvent itself for a post-oil world. Vision 2030, the kingdom's sweeping reform agenda, aims to transform the economy, society, and global standing of Saudi Arabia. The kingdom recognizes that future prosperity depends on building new industries, embracing advanced technology, and developing modern infrastructure, areas where China has proven expertise and a willingness to invest heavily. Unlike many Western partnerships, China offers rapid development, massive infrastructure projects, and technology transfer, often without the political conditions that can complicate Western deals. This makes China an especially attractive ally for Saudi leaders eager to modernize quickly. The partnership extends beyond construction and oil, reaching into education, technology, and cultural exchange. Saudi students are studying in China, and joint ventures are springing up in fields like artificial intelligence and renewable energy. This new alliance signals a move away from a unipolar world, allowing Saudi Arabia to forge diverse relationships and assert its independence on the global stage. The kingdom is no longer content to be defined by a single partnership. The recent visit of U.S. President Donald Trump to Riyadh amid a pause in the U.S.-China trade war highlights Saudi Arabia's unique position, engaging both superpowers to its advantage and signaling its intent to play a balancing role in global affairs. No longer just an energy giant, Saudi Arabia is emerging as a pivotal geopolitical actor, skillfully navigating between Washington and Beijing, and shaping a new era of multipolar diplomacy in the Middle East and beyond. At the heart of Saudi Arabia's dramatic transformation is Vision 2030, a bold and ambitious plan to reshape the kingdom's future. This initiative marks a historic pivot away from decades of oil dependency, signaling a new era of innovation, opportunity, and global engagement for Saudi Arabia. Vision 2030 seeks to transform Saudi Arabia into a thriving hub for technology, tourism, and green energy, while preserving its rich cultural heritage. The plan encourages entrepreneurship, supports small businesses, and aims to attract millions of visitors from around the world. Launched in 2016, Vision 2030 is designed to diversify the economy, create hundreds of thousands of new jobs, and open Saudi society to the world. It's about empowering the next generation, fostering innovation, and building a knowledge-based economy that can compete on the global stage. Giga projects like NEOM, the Red Sea Project, and Qiddiya are at the forefront of this transformation. These massive developments are designed to spark entirely new industries, create world-class destinations, and attract global attention to Saudi Arabia's potential as a leader in innovation and sustainability. To realize these ambitions, Saudi Arabia needs more than just financial investment. It requires advanced expertise, cutting-edge technology, and strong international partnerships. China, with its rapid development and experience in large-scale projects, is uniquely positioned to provide these resources at scale and speed. Chinese companies are already on the ground, building smart cities, high-speed railways, and renewable energy infrastructure. Their involvement is helping to turn Vision 2030's ambitious goals into tangible reality, accelerating progress across the kingdom. Social reforms are also underway, expanding women's rights, increasing their participation in the workforce, and promoting a vibrant national identity. These changes are reshaping daily life and opening new opportunities for all Saudis. Vision 2030 is more than just an economic plan. It's a promise of a dynamic, inclusive, and sustainable future for all Saudis, where tradition and progress go hand in hand, and the kingdom stands ready to embrace the world. China's partnership with Saudi Arabia is a strategic alignment, not a single deal, one that perfectly complements Vision 2030. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, China brings capital, technology, and a non-interference policy that Riyadh finds appealing. Bilateral trade has soared, with Chinese investment in Saudi infrastructure exceeding $53 billion since 2005. Recent deals focus on IT, cloud services, transport, and construction, building the backbone of a modern economy. China's expertise extends to high-tech sectors like AI, aerospace, and even civilian nuclear energy, offering alternatives to U.S. cooperation. Unlike the U.S., China's approach is transactional, not ideological, prioritizing mutual economic benefit over political conditions. This gives Saudi Arabia leverage in negotiations and the freedom to pursue its transformation agenda. For Riyadh, China is a partner that enables rapid progress on Saudi terms. The U.S.-Saudi alliance, forged after World War II, was built on oil for security. But with America's reduced reliance on Middle Eastern oil and growing political divisions, the relationship is under strain. Saudi leaders now see the need for strategic autonomy, diversifying partnerships beyond Washington. Ongoing U.S.-Saudi security talks are complicated by American demands to limit Saudi-China defense ties, while Riyadh leverages its new alliances for better terms. The kingdom is signaling it won't sacrifice its economic and technological ambitions to maintain the old status quo. Saudi Arabia is executing a delicate balancing act between the U.S. and China, extracting maximum benefit from both. The kingdom leverages American security and Chinese economic development, creating a hybrid model that serves its interests. Investments flow both ways. Aramco is investing billions in China, while Saudi plans for massive U.S. investments continue. This dual approach keeps both superpowers invested in Saudi's success, reducing pressure to choose sides. The U.S. is wary of Saudi-China defense cooperation, demanding limits in any new security pact. Riyadh must reassure Washington while pursuing Chinese technology and economic gains. The goal: avoid being drawn into great power competition, maintaining strong ties with both. Saudi Arabia's pragmatic strategy is a model for middle powers in a multipolar world. One of Vision 2030's boldest and most ambitious goals is for Saudi Arabia to become a global leader in renewable energy, fundamentally transforming its energy landscape and economic future. The kingdom aims to generate 50% of its electricity from renewables by 2030, a dramatic shift for an oil giant that has long relied on fossil fuels for both domestic energy and export revenue. This transition marks a pivotal moment in the nation's history, signaling a move away from oil dependency and towards a more sustainable, diversified economy. China, the world's top producer of solar panels and wind turbines, is the ideal partner for this green transition. With its advanced manufacturing capabilities and vast experience in scaling up renewable projects, China brings both technology and expertise to the table, making it a crucial ally in Saudi Arabia's energy transformation. Chinese firms are building massive solar plants and wind turbine factories in Saudi Arabia, accelerating the kingdom's renewable ambitions. These large-scale projects are not only increasing clean energy capacity, but also setting new benchmarks for efficiency and innovation in the region. These projects localize manufacturing, create skilled jobs, and help diversify the economy. By training local workers and establishing new industries, the partnership is empowering Saudi citizens and fostering a new generation of engineers and technicians. The partnership goes beyond construction. Joint research and technology transfer are building Saudi Arabia's green industrial base. Collaborative innovation is leading to the development of new technologies tailored for the region's unique climate and energy needs, ensuring long-term sustainability. Chinese investment in Saudi renewables is already in the billions, making Vision 2030's targets achievable. These financial commitments are unlocking new opportunities for growth, infrastructure, and international cooperation. This collaboration is transforming Saudi Arabia from an oil exporter into a green energy powerhouse. The landscape is changing, with solar fields and wind farms now standing where oil pumps once dominated, symbolizing a new era for the kingdom. China is not just a supplier, it's a catalyst for Saudi Arabia's sustainable future, helping to turn bold ambitions into reality and paving the way for a cleaner, greener tomorrow. The Saudi-China partnership is reshaping the Middle East, challenging the region's traditional US-led order. China's economic rise offers Gulf states new options, encouraging them to diversify alliances and reduce reliance on the West. Beijing's growing presence is already visible in regional diplomacy and security, including brokering the Saudi-Iran rapprochement. This multipolar shift brings both opportunities, like increased investment, and challenges, as states navigate between competing superpowers. Saudi Arabia's balancing act may become a model for others seeking greater strategic autonomy in a changing region. For decades, the petrodollar system, pricing oil in US dollars, has underpinned American global power. But as China becomes Saudi Arabia's top oil customer, the idea of trading in yuan is gaining traction. Even small moves toward yuan-based oil sales would signal cracks in the petrodollar's dominance. Such a shift could erode the dollar's supremacy, raising borrowing costs for the US and reducing its leverage. While a rapid collapse is unlikely, the Saudi-China economic axis is planting seeds of change. Watch for any oil contracts in yuan. These could mark a turning point in the global financial order. Saudi Arabia's partnership with China is a case study in navigating a multipolar world. Rather than choosing sides, the kingdom is blending security from the West with economic dynamism from the East. The outcome of US-Saudi security talks and any move to price oil in yuan will shape the future balance. Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth investments will reveal the direction of its economic tilt. This strategy is a hedge against uncertainty and a driver of national transformation under Vision 2030. For the world, it's a lesson in 21st century statecraft, where flexibility and national interest take precedence. As the global order shifts, Saudi Arabia's path offers a glimpse of the new world emerging from the sands.